The sun hung low over the rugged hills of Galilee, casting a golden shimmer across the waters of the Sea of Tiberias. The air smelled of salt and fish, mingled with the faint sweetness of wildflowers clinging to the rocky shore. It was here, in this bustling yet humble corner of the world, that a man named Jesus walked barefoot along the pebbled edge of the water. His robe, a simple weave of coarse linen, fluttered faintly in the breeze, its hem stained with the dust of countless miles. His dark hair fell in loose waves over his shoulders, and his eyes, deep and piercing, seemed to hold the weight of something eternal, yet sparkled with a quiet, inviting warmth. The day had begun like any other. Fishermen, their hands rough and callous from years of hauling nets, shouted to one another as they dragged their boats onto the shore. Among them was Simon, a broad-shouldered man with a temper as fiery as the sun overhead. He cursed under his breath as he shook out an empty net. The third time that week he'd come up with nothing. Beside him, his brother Andrew mopped sweat from his brow, his wiry frame hunched with exhaustion. They'd been out all night, casting and pulling, their backs aching, their hopes sinking with each empty haul. Jesus paused near their boat, a weathered vessel patched with tar and prayer. The crowd that trailed him, men with weathered faces, women clutching children, the sick leaning on makeshift crutches, hovered at a distance, watching. His voice cut through the clamor of the shore, soft yet commanding, like the roll of distant thunder. "Simon," he said, stepping closer, "put out into deep water and let down your nets again." Simon froze, his knuckles whitening around the net's rope. He squinted at Jesus, his mouth twisting into a skeptical frown. "Master, we've worked all night and caught nothing. The fish aren't biting. You can see it in the stillness of the water. But..." He hesitated, catching something in Jesus' gaze that made his protests falter. "If you say so, I'll do it." Andrew raised an eyebrow but said nothing, helping his brother shove the boat back into the shallows. The crowd murmured as Jesus climbed aboard, settling at the bow, his hands resting calmly on his knees. The oars dipped into the water with a rhythmic splash, and the boat glided out toward the deeper blue, where the waves rolled like liquid glass under the midday sun. Simon cast the net with a grunt, the cord slipping through his fingers as it sank into the depths. For a moment, there was silence, only the creak of the boat and the cry of a lone gull overhead. Then, a tug. A sharp, insistent pull that nearly yanked Simon off his feet. He stumbled, grabbing the edge of the boat, and shouted to Andrew, "Pull! Pull now!" The net thrashed and bulged as they hauled it up, water spraying in glittering arcs. Fish, hundreds of them, spilled over the sides, silver scales flashing like coins in the sunlight. Trout, carp, and perch twisted and flopped, filling the boat so fast it began to tip. "James! John!" Simon bellowed to the sons of Zebedee, who were mending nets on the shore. They dropped their tools and raced to their own boat, rowing out to help. Even with two boats, the catch was overwhelming, nets tearing, wood groaning under the weight. Simon fell to his knees, water sloshing around him, his face a mask of awe and shame. "Lord," he rasped, "go away from me. I'm a sinful man." Jesus smiled, a quiet, knowing smile that seemed to light the air around him. "Don't be afraid, Simon. From now on, you'll fish for people." And so it was that Simon, later called Peter, left his nets behind, along with Andrew, James, and John, to follow this man whose words carried the weight of miracles.